Jalapeno green chili, white chicken enchiladas, with a pickled jalapeno, sour cream sauce. I have to share one of my most requested dinners. To get juicy easy to shred chicken, pour 2 cups chicken broth in a deep pot. Then 1/2 teaspoons salt, pepper, and garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoons cayenne, 1 teaspoons paprika, and cumin. Add 2 pounds of chicken. Bring that to a simmer and cover cooking about 45 minutes until liquid is mostly gone. Next, get your jalapenos, pickling by slicing 1 whole jalapeno into rounds. Then I used half of another jalapeno diced for the enchilada sauce. So set the diced one aside in a small jar or container. Add 1 and 1/2 teaspoons of white vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt. Mix that up and put 90% of the jalapeno into the jar, leaving the smaller, less uniform rounds to be diced up too. Add to the sauce. Give it a good shake to coat all the peppers. Let that soak while you prep the rest of the veggies for the sauce. Get a minimum of 1/2 of a jalapeno diced for your sauce, as well as 1/4 cup diced onion, 3 garlic cloves minced, reserving 1 clove for the pickled sour cream sauce. When the liquid is just about gone, shred the chicken. Add an additional 1/4 cup water or broth. You can also start your sauce while the chicken is cooking. Cook the diced onion and jalapeno in 2 tablespoons of butter. Give that a stir. When it has some slight color to it, add 2 of the minced garlic cloves. Cook the garlic for about a minute, then add 3 tablespoons of flour. Whisk that well just until the flour doesn't look dry anymore. Gradually whisk in 2 cups of chicken broth. Then add 1 and 1/3 cup of milk. Do this on about a medium-low heat so it doesn't burn. Then just let it simmer a few minutes. Add a bit of salt and pepper and about 1/2 teaspoon cumin. Whisk that up. Set it aside to let it cool for a few minutes. While that cools some, let 1/2 cup cream cheese soften up. Let's make the pickled jalapeno sour cream sauce in a container of some sort. Add the last remaining minced garlic clove. Remove about 4 to 5 of the jalapenos that are smallest. Get 1 teaspoon of the liquid from the jalapeno jar and add it to the minced garlic. Give those pickled jalapenos you removed a good chop and add them to the garlic jar as well. Add about 1/2 teaspoon of cilantro and a bit of salt and pepper. Then about 1 and 1/2 tablespoons of sour cream. I blend up a 5-ounce jar of fire roasted green chilies. Then add 1 teaspoon of those blended green chilies. Blending them is optional. It will just be extra chunky. Mix that all up, then refrigerate. If it seems thicker, then might add a bit of milk or more sour cream. After the enchilada sauce stops simmering, you're going to add 1/2 cup of cream cheese. I used the green onion and chive one I had. Then the rest of the can of green chilies and 1/2 cup of milk. My cream cheese didn't soften as much as I wanted, so I heated my sauce a bit and mixed it up a bunch. Let's start rolling up these enchiladas. To continue with all the lighter colored ingredients, like the sauce, I used Great Northern beans. Any beans is fine, even without beans too. On top of the beans, I add a layer of shredded chicken, then Monterey Jack cheese. Place them seam side down. I used flour tortillas in the video, but I like using corn tortillas too. Corn tortillas will crack easily if you don't warm them first. After they are all rolled up, spread another layer of sauce on top. Then I do mostly Monterey Jack cheese, then a good amount of cheddar cheese as well. After the cheese, place your pickled jalapenos on top of that. Then I just topped all of that with some green onions. Bake that in a 350 oven for about 20 minutes, or until the cheese is melted and slightly bubbling. I usually like to drizzle the sour cream on individually. For anyone that doesn't like it, I put mine in a disposable piping bag. You have to cut a pretty decent sized hole because the garlic and jalapenos clog up the hole. You can obviously just spread it on with any utensil you'd like. Let me tell you guys, the amount of flavor in this dish is amazing. The pickled jalapeno sour cream goes good on so many things, Let me know what you think of these enchiladas. I had to share one of my best recipes with you all. Also, this is just as amazing without the jalapenos or spicy seasonings if you don't like things too spicy. Please subscribe, you guys, and let me know if you tried this.